What's up, Hippo lovers? We have a Showmatch. I'm Chris against Hoang, organized by Nova. Happened yesterday evening, and now we are casting recorded games. Should be really interesting. And what's so special about this is not only two great players, but also we will use a new Capture Age preview version. Capture Age, you know, is the observing tool that we used multiple times in the old Wooby days. Now we had in the light version before that we used for Hidden Cup, and now we used it for all the other events as well. And we will take a look into that and how they are progressing, jumping into this one. And yeah, it looks a bit familiar to what they had before, but there will be a lot of new features and we will try to talk about them. In general, I will try to, cast, and we will try to use the overlay as much as possible with all the fancy stats that they now can offer. As you can see at the top, it's pretty standard here, all the resources, that's something you see. And now we have this red bar under here. That indicates you how many resources does that player have to click up to the next age. As you can see, 40 food now. So that's obviously going to be very small during whole Dark Age. Won't help us too much. Later on, there will be a yellow line under that indicating how much gold we need to upgrade as well. And Alt T for technologies. Hello. Okay, that is very space consuming now. In Dark Age, we will try to remember that for Feudal Age after that. And we can also take a look at small maps here. Hoang, obviously crazy style that we expect, is playing Celts, and Chris is trying to play Aztecs against that. What else can we see at the top here? We have that number. That is how much army value we have. We have 9 population out of 15 for our houses. An eagle, obviously 20 gold plus 50 food. On the other side, 80 food for the scout cavalry. Now we can see if someone doesn't know the name. Obviously villager numbers under there, so not a lot of stuff changed in that regard. And yeah, we can see a bit more. 1 TC is active. That will be a bit more later on. We see the normal lure and can focus a bit on the bottom right. There will be a lot of features there. Let's see how well we will be able to use them. Just showing them before. This is the idle economy. So how long did we have idle villagers? Obviously, since we are doing the Chinese lure, that is still displayed as idle villagers here. So villagers in the TC, that villager just jumped in and out. Actually, you saved the second there by walking. It is displayed like this for now, simply because that's how the game is tracking idle villagers, right? And you saw Chris only 20 seconds now has an idle between the house, so no shift clicking there. And idle time, I think, should jump a bit higher now. Let's see how he's luring this one. No, okay, just dropped off and now goes for this. So 1 minute in total. And we had an idle TC time of 1 second here in Dark Age. That will be another stat that we can focus on. And the other zeros behind this one is how many villagers we lost. And okay, that's only villagers. Only villager kills here. KD is still something that you can see. I don't even know where. Another tab, apparently. And then we have some fancy other stuff. TC count, castle count down here, population, how many idle villagers we have at that very moment. Idle TC timer, indeed, one of the stats that we were going to have. Obviously, Hoang going for his Drusher Reno. Lovely stuff. And then we have also percentage in gold. That's what you know from Capture Age as well. How many units did we kill? How many units did we lost? And how much do we have on the map in total, right? That is value spent and destroyed. At the moment, not destroyed anything. But as you can see, now we build a militia. The house should finish. And I think that should give 25 more. Indeed. So every building, every unit will be displayed there as well. And we can go further. Lidakor is loving it. While I quickly have to adjust my mouse to the screen. Clamp mouse to window. I know it was activated, but it wasn't really. Okay, okay. Now some shenanigans here. First militia out. And the overlay here is telling us the relic count, the trade card count, and some stuff for team games. How many resources did we send or receive? And some resources bought and sold. Maybe good for DM, but we see Hoang is eating the TC indeed with his militia. Not the greatest move there. Pretty solid start for Mr. Chris. And we are back into all the resources. Clicking on the dashboard makes it unclamp to window at the moment. Ah, okay. And now we can see... AP flying in. One of the guys of the Capture H team as well. You can ask them questions, but also... join the Discord, !CA. Give us some feedback here in the Twitch chat directly. Or... in YouTube under the comments. We also see now different sizes of that military to always see what is...
Nilly feels man.
This one will be the main army part. So 3 militia is now bigger than 1 scout. And this doesn't only go by numbers, it actually goes by value. So like 2 elephants will be displayed bigger than 4 skirmishers there. Because obviously 2 elephants are more of the main army. Of Shumway, thank you so much for 300 biddies. And something else I wanted to mention. Ah yeah, uptime 2 fuel age is only counting down. I assume that will be with all upgrades. Well, we see Chris now returning the favor. 4 militia out for Hoang. And he is walling quite a bit. Let's take a look. Do we have another quick wall there? Solid job. Not really chasing this one down. Hoang is playing pretty solid so far. Except the first militia lost there, obviously. Now clicking up to feudal age pretty soon. No, not going to happen. And chasing this one down. What is the second row? Ah, yeah, that's villagers on that relevant resource. Obviously, this is mainly set up for team games as well, right? Just think about it. We can't really display 8 resources here at the top. So this one will be lovely to see in the future. Thinking about... your beloved community games over at T90s, the Battle of Africas, or whatever you like. Chris now reaching feudal age. Let's take a look what he is planning behind this. Man-at-arm upgrade? That is so weird to me. That is so weird. He has 4 militia out on the field. 2 in the center. What happened here? No loom. Hoang went out. Holy moly. We see the next engagement there. Man-at-arm finishes in 10 seconds. I think you should really cancel that. Only 2 militia out. One of them even lower on HP. And he actually finishes that. That's so weird to me. But, oh god, that was some damage. Did interrupt that quite nicely. He's doing more damage to the militia. Hoang still not up. 300 wood in the bank. What a horrible game for him. And Man-at-Arm doing the clear up. Now moving out. 3 militia should probably kill this one. Hi. Not really sure. Oh yeah. Lol. Okay, I just thought here. Did you see that, guys? I was on the overlay. And I had a line under this one. And I was like, why is there a line under the timer? But that was just an HP bar of something in between. Something behind that. At the top here, we see overall military 1 to 4. Then we have... oh no, that's only the count 1 to 4. And above that is the army value. So you can see that. And you see Archer now heavily jumping over there. 2 to 4. So, not sure why it's not in the center. I'm a bit surprised by that. Huh. Below that, it's the overall. Or is that? Maybe they can explain me what happened there. Army value is 210 versus 320. 3 to 4. Bit surprised why... oh, maybe that makes sense. And under that, obviously, the villagers. Soon you will need training to get CA. Well, we even had an introduction, right? And they had to let me guess all those emotes here at the bottom. Like, Neely, what do you think this emote is? And I was like... like, package, airport, arrival, pickoff. Something like that. And Nilly, what do you think that is? Beer cards? And Nilly, what do you think that is? How often you rang the town bell? Or, well, obviously I wasn't that dumb, but... well, let's say I didn't guess everything right. You think tribute emote should be K-Cap's face? Wouldn't be too bad, yeah. Or Jordan. Is the font a placeholder? I think they will change the font, yeah. At the moment, obviously, it's more to test the feature and get some feedback from you. I think the overlay design is still up for change. At least I personally prefer another font. Now you see at the top, look at that. We have nearly enough gold to click up. Food is missing. And you see 2 blue dots. That's the amount of buildings you need to click up. And as you can see, Chris already having 2 out of 2 necessary buildings. Blacksmith and archer range to click up there. So you always have an idea. And if Viper used that against Mr. Yo, only 1 blue dot there, and then realized, oh no, we need a blacksmith. Hoang, obviously, enough experience to know, okay, instantly rushing out market and blacksmith. Builds a defensive tower at an interesting spot, still heavily on gold. Chris with quite some control. There is also a hotkey to show the statistic technologies, Alt-T. Oh yeah. And we see upgrades on the side of Chris. Not too many from Hoang there, as we can see. Okay, let's switch to some other stuff. And we see Chris, so much more idle time. Oh, not really, not really. And TC idle time. What? How did that go down? Ah, no, that's only TC idle time. Yeah. He had village idle time. So Chris, reasonable amount, but remember that's villagers in towers, that's villagers standing or being in TC for a small second as well. Can we get capture H as well? That's an interesting question. I'd love to hear that answer, because I get that question quite often. The alignment seems to be because Hoang is researching castle. What? You can see military now 9-0. They're both researching castle now, as you can see. 2 minutes and 18 seconds there. But how is Chris getting... Oh, that's idle villager still. Okay. So that will stay the same. Archer still being annoying. Now reaches castle edge. Double stable setup with only 2 villagers on food. Shouldn't be that easy. And yeah, both players with 1 TC. Let's take a look. And you see, Chris brought a bit more stuff on the map and killed a bit more as well. Value spent, destroyed. So killed 740 overall. And that palisade should go down. And then we should see a small jump there. Or we didn't. Okay, so maybe for now walls are not counted. Who is Chris? Well, only a top 2 player for 10 years in this game. Arguably the best player at one point in the game. Played in, basically the beginning of the game till like 2013, I would say. Maybe 15. And is now having a comeback due to Corona. Also started streaming and is part of the IL team. A team that is formed with Riot, Bakti, Capoch, and Chris. So lots of old school legends trying to make something happen. Hoang with a forward siege workshop here. Now knights around. Chris can't really wall in time. 1 villager should fall there quite easily. Indeed, that one is down. TC is getting rushed up. Shouldn't be a big problem. But Ram now knocking at the front door. House wall there. All in time. Spearman count not that high. And as you can see at the top, 8 to 10 units. And it's more at the other side because the army value is higher. So it seems like the thing in the middle is the army count. The thing at the top is army value. And the thing at the bottom is villager count. Mangonels, not existent yet. Goes for mainly scorpions, as you can see. And, well, you can also see what's in production here. The small dots. It's still active. 1 monastery behind this one. Oops, villager still in danger. So little food income. Like, let's take a look. And now we can see how much resources were bought and sold. Look at that. 500 food already bought by Mr. Hoang there, I assume. We can confirm that by... What? Okay. I can't look at the market prices, sadly. Feels nearly, man. Oh, but that CC is under a lot of pressure. Now trying to hold with the Monka S. Some Eagles, some Siege here. Knights are going back somehow. I don't really know why. Oh, because we had the dive in there. Meanwhile, we have the attack at the front. Not going to be too easy. Conversion there against the Knight might happen. 2 Scorpions already down. Monk is getting killed before he gets the conversion. TC might fall 900 HP there. The hold here not really happening. Knights are a bit out of position. Okay, now he regroups. TC should probably fall. Scorpion gets the kill against the Monk. TC is indeed going down. 2 Rams falling with that one. 57 population against 45. Now the Knights are coming in. Upgrades on those. 1 defense upgrade. Now finally can go on to gold again. And get the easy clear up. And now goes for the Siege Workshop. And this is such an Hoang game to play. Chris is trying to hold this one off. And we have basically the double feature. Capture age. New input plus new input when it comes to Chris and Hoang playing a great game against each other. Now you can see way more idle time here for Chris because he has villagers in the TC. That obviously doesn't help. Try to send them away. Now goes for redemption, but lost so many monks already. 3 military now to 14. Overchop here. Knights could get in. Oh no, that could be the GG here quite easily. Hoang, he is making it happen again. Monk only at 30 HP. No upgrades there. And gets another kill. So many monks dying there. Hallelujah. Let's take a look at the kill value now. 5k for Hoang already against 1.8k for Chris. Oh boy. And that you can see, that's the power of Hoang, right? The siege just so efficient. Did get the TC. Not really sure what those... What? Now they're over here. What happened there? What happened there? Oh, okay. Well... Okay, I just got a stroke. Teleporting builds. Oh, gotti. Okay, and you see 5.5k. Now overall produced on the map is Chris with over 10k. Gets the Mangonel. No, he won't. TC might fall. Mangonel kill converted in the back, but it's not enough because 2 Mangonels obviously good enough there to get the kills. Monk out of juice to get more repairs. More villagers are falling. 49 population against 45. I don't see any blue dots in Hoang space, which is pretty nice for him. Gets more conversions. Now going for another monastery and the kill count. 2.5k to over 7k. Now only bought some food and then he went for full siege, so didn't really care about that much too much more. And gets 1 converted ram here. That's lovely. More villagers falling though. Let's take a look. How many villagers did we kill in this game? 12 villagers killed by Hoang. 4 villagers killed by Chris. Overall idle time obviously now getting pretty much out of this world by Chris, simply because he had to put so many in his TCs over and over again. Still trying to reboom here at the side, but won't be that easy. What other stat can we take a look at that could be lovely? Army value now on the field, 1800 against 300. That's why you see so little blue there. That 300, and that's 100% gold. So exactly 3 monks on the field against the Ram, Scorpion, Knight mix. We'll find some kills. Still no HP upgrade on those. A lousy 35 HP, and now the market gets killed. But as we saw earlier, market was not used before. And, oh, actually it was. 100 food board, food or wood or stone board, and 300... sold? That's how it has to work here, right? I think so. Scorpions now getting converted. Ram count only at 1. And that's actually a pretty good sequence here for Chris behind this. Can we use this capture age? I missed the answer. The answer was in the chat. Maybe I read that now. Indeed, the guys in the chat to answer your questions are... basically the guys with VIP status there. Sir Lawrence, AP, and Enbrain. Chris is now making a hold happen here. Remember that this is a very early version. Indeed, we called it a preview. The Delight version before that did work a bit differently. And Deco is here as well. Don't forget about him. Okay, now I'm pretty sure we bought some stone, right? We have 4 TCs. So we can take another look at... Oh. The... Alt C? No? This dead. So I think we bought 300 stone here. And sold? No. Okay, that stat is still confusing for me. Or did he get... Oh, he actually mined that much stone. Okay, okay, that makes more sense then. So Chris defended this one. Pop 49 to 57. Now Hoang is doing something that he really doesn't like to do. Building a second TC. Villager count. Whoops, Siege Workshop going down there. Did delete that one. And villager count, what am I seeing? 43 versus 43. Pretty even game here. 16 farmers now against 9 farmers. Indeed, the greatest economy isn't here yet, but builds some more. Let's look through more stats there at the bottom. And we see idle time better for Hoang, but obviously he had fewer villagers working the whole time. Did kill 13. Might find some more kills. Indeed, look at that. Now up to 16 conversions against that. Don't really know if we have a conversion counter. I would be surprised if so. And lots of scorpions getting killed here. Lightcav though, or converted. Lightcav should now clear this one up. 4 monks most likely going down. 55 HP on them. And yeah, that has to be 4 dead knights. But traded off for that monks. Traded off against some scorpion kills. Won't find those to Hoang. A bit sloppy on his end. Fog of War. I don't know what the hotkey is. Should have been Alt F. It's not. Next stat, we want to go through army value at the moment. Still way less for Chris. Mainly on gold there. And did kill 24 units, lost 56. So 8 conversions for him if we do the math between them. 4k killed against 10k killed. But Hoang himself did simply put fewer stuff on the map. Alt F4 this. Okay. Sadly we had sounds behind that one, so it didn't really work. But yeah, not nice of you guys. And more conversions here against the Lightcav. Maybe I should put a black screen without any sound. That would be better. I will do that next time. Oh, more conversions here. Let's take a look. Gets 1. I don't think that's the most important thing. Lightcav could just come over. And you see, Hoang doesn't really know where to attack. Now scouts this for the very first time. And sees, okay, TC here. That was all his base. Just remember, that's Chris starting TC. And knows about at least 3 TCs now. He's on 3 TCs himself. But actually, oh, will be 4v4 TCs. Pretty soon. You can see Hoang constantly using the market, buying some more resources. 3 rams coming over, lots of houses. Now rushing out a castle, interesting. Didn't know that he was that heavily on stone, but apparently he was. Which account 75 to 55. Hoang, 24 farmers should really produce. But as you can see at the moment, well, produce out the 4 TCs. 4 TCs there at the other side. Nice walls here by Mr. Chris. Oh, this is a lovely one. Lovely one for sure. And Lightcav, that should be probably 0 kills. Okay. That was good. Now knights coming over, but 2 should still have monk juice. No, wasted all the monk juice on all those knights. The knights could get the kills against the monks there if he's focusing that one down, and I think he should. Meanwhile, Rams going over. Knights with a split again. Did save 2 earlier. Let's take a look how many he can save this time. And seems like 2 will get away again. Phew. Lightcav production continues. Now moving out again here at the top. 1 relic, as you can see, now for Chris. 0 for Hoang at this very point. Idle time obviously increases heavily. In imp, I don't think that stat will be the most important thing. Idle TC here, look at that. Hoang actually producing out of every TC. That's pretty solid. Now some of them are idle. Obviously in imp, just remember, like, if you're at 100 villagers, that stat will lose in some value, but simply having the chance to analyze your recorded games is going to be really damn sweet, right? How much idle time did you have in Feudal Age? How much idle time did you have in Castle Age? Did you really produce out of all your TCs? And that will be extremely valuable if you want to analyze your recorded games there. Idle villager count, obviously, is something we could always see before. And you see Chris still over 5k behind when it comes to what he killed in this game. Oh, what is that of a lovely move? Did build a Mangonel here. Did wall it. Now Mangonel is trying to shoot. Interesting army composition. Look at that. 6 Jaguars, 6... Oh! Castle. Ooh, actually survives, but that's going to be a risky one. Why is Hoang building a castle there? Mangonel is coming out. Look at that. Monk walled in. Lightcap is coming over. Can he get some quick walls in? Would surprise me. Villagers are moving forward, trying to get the kills. Mangonel will be trapped here, and Monk shouldn't really get too much done either. The castle will go up, and then, well, as you can see, full red bar, full yellow bar means he can click up. Guys, that is the indicator. And as you see on the other side, well, reasonable gold, but food is heavily missing. Has 2 of the buildings at the moment. You can see, I'm a bit surprised why Hoang doesn't have any dots here. Now he gets both of them. He had the siege workshop and the monastery before. So, well, small bug there. Okay, defense upgrade now for the Jaguars. We're 2 minutes 50 away from reaching Imp here for Hoang. Typically, his army not really something that benefits too much from castling. Another castle, from imping. Another castle here, most likely coming from Chris. And then obviously the traps will be lovely. Now adding some votes. They should really underperform against the Jaguars though. Why is the military comparison 2 bars? It is the number and the army value. Is there a reason the top overlay doesn't take up the entire width of the screen? I think it should be bigger, yeah. But indeed, just go to Capture Age on the Discord, give them some feedback, or maybe under the YouTube video. That could be lovely, and then they can read it, right? Because it's tricky now. Hundreds of people spamming their feedback. It will be tough for them to properly structure that. That's not the MTC. Aztec ETC, indeed they do. 77 population against 145. Looks pretty good for Chris here. What a crazy boom away with 4 TC play. The defensive castle, some wild farms there at the side. And, well, now coming back with some kills here. Overall, as you can see, he simply built 9,000 more stuff and put it on the map. And that's kind of an indicator, like, that one, that number, plus what you have in the bank, should be overall gathered resources, right? I think so. Reaching in, but we will get that in time. Votes now coming over. What's the first thing we are focusing on? Don't really see it. Don't really see an upgrade there. CC falls. Jaguars are coming over, and they're doing a good job against what Hoang has to offer. Main TC down. Score isn't looking too hot here. More market usage by Chris. Hoang did buy quite some stuff as well. Second TC is an option for him. Now has a trap. Goes for another one, but that could easily be sniped as well. Maybe even converted. Thinks better of it, yeah. Hoang gets Hoang by Chris. Yeah. Looks a bit like it, right? Maybe rushing out a second castle here might be an option. No, builds it somewhere else. And, oh god. Oh god. We're completely without any control here. But 2 Jaguars won't be enough. Villagers are being pulled against it. A monk could be around. Siege workshop. I think this castle will go up, as you saw. He even is right-clicking this one. Not sure if that's the best idea for him. I think the castle will go up, though. Enough villagers were sent. Oh, yo, 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 yo. And, yeah. Castle went up, maybe. It doesn't even have the university, I don't think. So Murderhold's not even an option. Tries to defend further here, gets some kills, and yeah, just kills the house for now. That castle does nothing, little Mao. Okay. I think just one trap could be really lovely here, no? Builds a tower instead of getting murder holds. My man. Uh-oh, and now this castle is getting attacked. 2 rams only, not the scariest thing ever. Jaguars around, +1, +2, as you can see. And GG, Hoang is tapping this one out. At least that's what I'm believing, looking at the score and looking at the state of the game. Let me take a look. Can I update? Oh, look at that! How easily I can update the score now. Lovely stuff. And Hoang 1-0. No, 0-0. 1-0. Sweet stuff. That makes it so much easier on our end as well. And maybe if you track your own games and like... yeah, I won against the AI 4 games earlier. Oh no, I can't even go for 4-0. And then you can see what's happened. Yeah, that's so lovely. So even if I do a mistake, it's easily fixed. Chris is leading 1-0 in this one. We can take a look at the statistics together to round it up. Or let's go through under the bottom statistics to just see again. So we had... I had a villager time more on Hoang's side in the end. Had to run a lot, lots of villagers in TC. Obviously, more villagers in TCs will add this one up. Then we had idle TCs, more for Chris, simply because he had more TCs, didn't really have the farms at some times, so that makes sense. We did had 37 villager kills for Chris, especially at the end. Most of them really fell. 22 for Hoang happened a bit earlier. Overall population, TC count 4 and 3 car cells. 1 idle villager against 33 in the end of the game. Obviously not too exciting. And we can see again, army value in the end, Hoang very low. Half of it was gold. That's probably due to the traps. And now in the end, solid, what was that? 12k more, 12k more stuff built. And Chris nearly destroyed as much stuff as his opponent, but simply got so much more on the map and had so much more army. That's why you see the very little red there at the top. Market usage, 4 relics against none. Obviously no one did trade, no one did send any resources. That is more is stat for team games. Okay, that was it from this presentation. That will only be 1 game on YouTube, and we would appreciate if you give us some feedback there and tell us what you want to see. Look at how much more Chris got there. And on Twitch, we will continue the full best of 5. Maybe a link in the description below. At least that's how I know myself. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed that one. They are trying to improve. They will work with your feedback as good as they can. Obviously, no, this is not the final form of them yet. And it is a team. If you lost the news, I think it's a 7-person team that did Capture Age earlier for another platform called Woobly. Then they got a full-time contract, don't even know. But at least they officially work with World Edge, which is basically the head team for all the Age of Empires titles. And yeah, hopefully more to come. Website and all the links at this site.